It's spring of the year 2020. The lineup of anime being aired is feeling drier than the mouth of someone that just smoked medicinal cannabis for the first time, who then shoved a spoonful of honey in his mouth because he was having a panic attack.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
I'm looking for something to watch, and then I come across this little clip.
逃げるとは己より強いものにするものだ
Sold. I bring up the episode in a perfectly legal manner to watch, and then I'm awestruck at how insanely unique and different this show is. The art style, the coloring, the color palette, the characters, the world, the music. Everything was so
Not
like having munchies for the first time. I definitely wasn't drunk having a flashback, writing this portion of the script. You're imagining things. And then came that fucking ending. That ending with that fucking bitch that gave me high blood pressure for the next few days. I couldn't handle it. Who knows when the next season will come out? And I was right, because it took 4 years to get any news. I need to read the webtoon now. So I decided to read the webtoon right after watching the first season, right? So imagine my surprise when I saw this.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
For a second, I felt bamboozled, deceived, swindled even. And then I instantly understood why the anime was so unique. They had to adapt this.
さあ続きをどうぞ
They had to adapt the parts where the author was still starting out his work. The inconsistencies, the wonderfully weird and unpolished art, the weird choices, the questionable paneling, and everything in between. They had to take all of that into account and make something that would break through the market, and they killed it.
Delicious. Finally. Some good fucking food.
I went through hundreds of chapters like that. I saw the incredible growth of Seal. Is that how you say his name? At both drawing and writing. I forgot about everything else in my life. I didn't sleep, I didn't eat, I didn't go out. Not that I could, even if I wanted to. It was 2020. I no-lifed the fuck out of Tower of God, and then had to drop reading it for a while because of hiatus and my crippling addiction to binging chapters. Come on, man, this can't be only me, right? And then, after 4 excruciatingly long years, we had news of a new season announcement. I was so hyped until I saw the trailer, and then I was not so sure on how I felt anymore. What the fuck is this? Nothing was left. Not one speck of what made the first season so unique. The thick and rough lines, the wonderful coloring, the almost cel-shading, watercolor-looking look of the world with that cool color palette, all of it gone. Why? Why would you do that? Yes, I found out the studio is different from the first season. Big freaking surprise. And yes, I've heard the argument that this looks closer to the current art style of the webtoon. Although, I think the webtoon still looks way different and better. These are all fine reasonings and I respect your opinion. But, I mean, be honest with me. Putting the character designs that we Tower of God readers all recognize with one glance aside, doesn't the shading, the line art, and the composition remind you of slop, mass-produced anime we get like every season? That's how generic the second season looks. I can show clips from the second season to someone that doesn't know anything about the second season, or Tower of God webtoon for that fact, and their best guess would be another generic isekai anime. It's perfectly average. Like the life of Mindy from the Medium Place and the Good Place show, where everything is just Spirited Away used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. But I watched it regardless because I was a stupid kid that didn't know how to back down. And to this very day, I vividly remember every scene from that movie. Caligo, what the fuck are you on about? I'm not into that. You see, some animes are just in another level. They surpass everything and become timeless works of art that will hold up even in a few decades in the future. And I firmly believe that the first season of Tower of God is one of these animes.
I can't believe that this retarded emo-sounding is a breakfast motherfucker used to compare Tower of God to Spirited Away.
I'm not. What I'm saying is that Tower of God's first season will look just as good and unique in a decade, just like how Spirited Away still shines like a bright diamond after 23 years. And I can't say the same about Tower of God's second season. Now, is this such a bad thing? According to my friends, nope. It's pretty good and I'm being a picky cunt. What did you just call me?
A cunt.
But I think that based on what we've seen so far, it's pretty much decent at best. The keyword is so far. This is the start of the season. It was when I started, and there are a lot of big scenes coming up in the coming weeks. They are already here. I suck at making videos in time, and they can prove me wrong. They didn't. In fact, I welcome it. Because I love Tower of God and I fucking hate this retarded Amber Heard acting, Amy Schumer looking ass bitch, and she probably looks even more like the bitch she is in this new art style.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word
夜は
but that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess.
Yeah, hi there, hello, future Caligo here. After watching these 6 episodes that have come out, I have a lot more to bitch about. Like storyboarding, animation quality, voice acting. Is this a joke? What is this? What the fuck is? But this video is about the art style change, and I don't have the energy to edit anymore. And I don't want to poke at the Reddit hive mind more than I've already done. So, Tower of God Season 2, not that cool, but watch it regardless because I need some future scenes animated. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Like, subscribe, write your 10,000 word essay in the comments, check out my OnlyFans. Fuck Crunchyroll, bye bye.